Welcome to Consult Kriba, the channel that helps Indian MSME exporters grow with clarity, confidence, and consistency using our reverse sourcing method. Today, we'll show you how two big UP policies and a surging extra-neutral alcohol ENA export boom can become your growth engine. Exports from UP have doubled in the last 8 years, and the state now wants to triple by 2030. That means more support, more incentives, more buyers, and more chances for you to win. Let's turn schemes into orders. Why this matters now. In 8 years, UP exports went from approximately 89,000 crore rupees to 1,70,000 crore rupees and rising. Target is to triple by 2030. Two fresh pushes, UP Export Promotion Policy 2025 to 30, helping MSMEs for certifications, fairs, e-commerce, insurance, Electronics Component Manufacturing Policy, ECMP 2025, shifting from assembly to making core components in UP. Goal is 5,000 crore rupees investment and lots of jobs. Liquor ENA is booming. Exports up 155% in 5 years. 743 million liters in 2022-23. It is now sold to 38 countries. ENA means extra neutral alcohol. It is a high purity form of ethanol, almost 96% pure, made mainly from molasses or grain. ENA is a base ingredient used for alcoholic beverages like whiskey, vodka, gin, rum, pharmaceuticals as a solvent in medicines and syrups, cosmetics and perfumes like deodorants, sprays, sanitizers. Uttar Pradesh is a leader in ENA production because of its large sugarcane industry and distilleries. That's why ENA exports from UP jumped 155% in 5 years, reaching 743 million liters in 2022-23, now going to 38 countries. ENA is not a free trade product. ENA comes under state excise laws. Unlike handicrafts or garments, you cannot just take IEC and RCMC and start shipping it. Every batch leaving India requires clearances from both state excise for production export permits and customs. Exports documentation, commercial invoice and packing list, showing exact strength of ENA, usually tilde 96%. Export permit from UP Excise Department. Certificate of origin, bill of lading, airway bill. Excise clearance certificate, showing duties waived or paid depending on scheme. Earlier, ENA had export duty, but UP cut it down, making exports price competitive. Where the demand is, A. Electronics. From Noida floors to global stores. India went from 2 phone units to 300 plus. UP's Noida Greater Noida is the epicenter. Exports of electrical machinery in UP jumped from 4,056 crore rupees to 38,756 crore rupees. Electronics Component Manufacturing Policy 2025, ECMP 2025 targets 11 key components like displays, camera modules, multi-layer PCBs. You can supply or become a component maker. The state sweetens it with capital, land, power incentives, and single window clearance. Key targets: 5,000 crore rupees investment in component manufacturing. Lakhs of jobs in UP through new factories. Build a self-sufficient supply chain for electronics, reducing import dependency. ECMP 2025 is UP's big bet to make Noida Greater Noida the Shenzen of India, not just assembling gadgets, but producing the critical parts that the world needs. For MSME exporters, it opens new doors in electronic supply chains with government backing. BODOP and traditional sectors. Local craft, global cash. ODOP helped push exports to 2 lakh crore rupees versus 86,000 crore rupees earlier. UP ships to 100 plus countries, from carpets and leather to garments and pharma. Policy helps you will actually use. Digital marketing / e-commerce / catalog supports up to 1 lakh rupees. Virtual fairs up to 25,000 rupees. Certification subsidized 75% up to 25 lakh rupees. FDA, CE, ISO, organic, the big gatekeepers. ECGC / credit insurance grants to reduce non-payment risk. In nutshell, Uttar Pradesh has announced 2 big policies. Both sound exciting, but what's the real difference for you as an exporter? Think of it this way. Export Promotion Policy 2025-30 is like the megaphone. It helps you shout your product's name across the world through digital marketing, fairs, certifications, and branding. Electronics Component Manufacturing Policy ECMP-2025 is like the workshop. It helps you build the nuts and bolts, literally electronics parts like camera modules, batteries, and PCBs, right here in UP. The export policy covers every sector: handicrafts, pharma, textiles, leather, food, even IT services. You get up to 1 lakh rupees for catalogs and digital marketing, 25,000 rupees for virtual trade fairs, 75% subsidy, up to 25 lakhs rupees for international certifications like CE, FDA, ISO. Even support for ECGC insurance, so you can offer better credit terms safely. But ECMP 2025 is exclusive to electronics. Its dream is to turn Noida and Greater Noida into India's Shenzen. If you make or supply components, you get subsidy on plant and machinery, cheap land and power, single window clearance for approvals, plus benefits stacked on top of central government's PLI schemes. So, which is for you? If you're in traditional sectors like carpets, leather, or food, the Export Promotion Policy 2025-30 gives you the push to find global buyers. If you're in electronics, chargers, PCBs, camera modules, then ECMP 2025 gives you the boost to set up factories and enter global supply chains. And the best part, some MSMEs can use both together. For example, an electronics part manufacturer can use ECMP 2025 to set up the plant, and then use Export Promotion Policy 2025-30 to market globally with certifications and fairs. So, export policy equals demand side push. More buyers, more visibility. ECMP 2025 equals supply side push. More production, more capacity. Together, they cover the full journey from factory floor to foreign buyer. If you want a hand to turn these UP policies into purchase orders, we've built the reverse sourcing method for you. Consult Kriba's reverse sourcing method gives you step-by-step tools, checklists, and coaching to convert visibility into verified orders. Visit consultkriba.com to get started today. Your next export order can come from this plan.